Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. For anyone who's here for the first time, I'm Sharon and I channel archangels. Let's start. Greetings everyone. This is Metatron. I welcome you as well. Today, I would like to speak about meditation. Some of you spoke after Ariel shared her message a few days ago and remarked that you had always meditated with the purpose of listening for a message. So we wanted to clarify for each of you the kind of meditation we are speaking about and the difference between channeling and meditation. When you channel, you become quiet and you reach upward in your own awareness. When you do that, a subtle channel is formed, a temporary opening that extends upward. If someone wishes to speak with you, they extend their energy downward to meet yours, and a connection temporarily occurs. This is when you can receive messages and communication from another who is not in physical form. However, this is not meditation. The kind of meditation that we are speaking of here is a very spiritual meditation, and its purpose is to go deeply, deeply within your own being, not to reach another, but to reach deep within your own self. So when you meditate, don't reach upward with your energy. Reach inward to your heart. Your heart is the center in which you can discover your truest nature. When you meditate on the heart, you begin to experience more and more love. Light can fill you, along with peace and bliss. Within the heart, you can find your own supreme inner self. This is that portion of Source which exists in each one of you. It exists within your heart. So when you sit for meditation and close your eyes, let your awareness gently drift to your heart. Now, for those of you who have channeled for a long time, this may feel strange, but this will connect you with something very different than outside of yourself. This is connecting deep within your own being. Now, when you meditate, you may find your energy and awareness drawn to another part of yourself besides your heart. This is fine. Once the energy within is stimulated and awakens, this Kundalini process, it begins to guide you. And that energy will move in a variety of places within your being. So if your awareness is drawn to your navel, to the space between your eyebrows, to the top of your head, it's very good. But in the beginning, allow yourself to melt into the energy of your own heart. This is how you find your own true self. And from this space, your highest guidance can arrive and arise. So go within and rest in your own brilliant, beautiful heart. As you continue to focus your awareness there, your heart will open and ever open wider. It's a place of pure divine love, not a personal love or an attached love, but a more supreme love, the love of Source. The feeling of meditating in your heart versus raising your awareness upward to reach for something outside of you is a very different, although subtle, difference. When you go within your heart, there's a feeling of rest, of quietude. As you go deeper, you can be enveloped in peace, tranquility. Whereas when you're reaching upward, there is a sense of stretching a little, of reaching higher than where you are. When you're reaching inward in your heart, there's a feeling of melting in, easing into something that's so sweet and comfortable and absolutely safe. So when you meditate, allow yourself to go deep, deep within your heart. Not higher, deeper. The way to know your highest self is to go within, not upward. We ask you to follow the breath, because your breath is always with you until the moment you leave the experience of having a physical form. And your breath, as you know, reflects your inner state. If your mind is agitated, restless, what does your breath do? It becomes more broken and uneven. Your chest becomes tighter. And as you relax, your breath becomes more even, slows down, more peaceful. As you go deeper and deeper within your own being, you may find that your breath even stops for short periods of time. This is fine. You won't leave your body. There's simply less need for deep breaths. Instead, it indicates that more of your awareness has moved beyond your physical form. I would like to encourage each of you to begin, when you meditate, to listen to the sound of your breath. It makes a certain sound as it moves in and a sound when it moves out. Now this sound is subtle. Of course you will hear the inspiration and the expiration, but there's another level to this sound, much more subtle and much more profound. It is the breath and the movement of consciousness. So when you meditate, you can now choose whether you want to simply witness the breath or you feel drawn to listen to your breath. Again, when your mind becomes restless, just gently focus your mind back to your breath. There are stages in meditation, and as with everything else in your spiritual path, it is not concrete stages. You may shift back and forth between them until you become fully established in a much higher state of meditation. At first, when you sit for meditation, your mind will no doubt be restless. It's normal. But as you learn to focus your mind consistently on witnessing your breath, your mind will begin to quiet. It will begin to learn that it's peaceful and comfortable to watch your breath or to listen to it. And as it does so and becomes more established in that experience, you will go deeper. As you move deeper, you may have many experiences. Sometimes you will experience moments of your day as though you're watching them in a dream. You might see yourself talking to someone or eating. You may see other people or events that were important during the day or stressful. And then they will subside. This is simply the energy clearing away your day so that you can become even quieter within. You may also find yourself, once you begin to establish a focus on your breath, falling asleep. And you will wake up and say, darn it, I didn't meditate again, I just fell asleep. This too, if you are sitting and watching your breath or listening to it, this too is a stage in meditation. It's a different quality of sleep than you are used to, although it may feel similar. There is a lot going on in this state. Your mind shuts down. and you go into a much deeper state, but you are not yet able to hold a conscious awareness. And so it feels like you've fallen asleep. Sometimes when you come back from that experience, you may feel yourself pulsating for a moment. You may feel a little like you've been drugged. It's simply that you move deeper in your awareness than your mind and your physical form are used to. So if that happens, take a few moments to come back. Let that energy settle into your being so that it can be assimilated. When you begin to stay awake instead of falling asleep, you may begin to experience lights, colors, sounds. These are all byproducts, artifacts, so to speak, of the inner purification process that occurs with meditation. You may suddenly get very warm or feel really cold. Your body may sway or your head move back and forth. What's important to understand is that whatever happens during your meditation is okay. It's fine. You don't have to be frightened of it. It's simply movements of the subtle energy of meditation, beginning to purify various parts of your physical and subtle being. So enjoy the process, but do not get attached to your experiences. If you become attached to certain sounds, lights, voices, you can stop your movement forward. Now, as you continue to meditate, often over years, you may have new abilities arise. You may be able to hear things that are subtle, that others can't hear. You may be able to speak to higher beings or listen to them, just as this channel does. You may begin to see things that others don't see, colors and lights around people or animals, living beings. You may become precognitive and even know what's going to happen in the future, or have more ability to manifest for yourself. These are simply abilities that every single human being has the potential to experience. And as you continue to meditate, your abilities may wake up. But do not become attached to them. It is very easy in this phase to think that this is your goal. It's like taking a vacation in a car. You go on a car ride. Now, some people are very focused on going to the place that they want to be. So they don't look much at the scenery. They simply drive forward until they get there. Others see something and stop, see something else and stop, maybe see something and stay for a while, a week or two, and never get to the real goal. If you want to know who you truly are, if you want to fully express as the self. If you want to go home, then don't become distracted by abilities that may arise. They're simply signposts that you've progressed a little farther. They are like your eyes, your nose, your ears. They are abilities that every single being has the potential for, and they awaken as you go deeper and are more purified within. It doesn't make you special. It simply is just like hearing or seeing, because you are accessing deeper parts of yourself, and those parts are being purified. Other sense organs, your subtle sense organs, are awakening. And you can utilize them. But be careful, because if you become attached to them, you lose sight of your goal. Go within. It's fine to use these abilities in service of others, or if you really need guidance at some point. But it's easy to become attached to inner guidance. If you become so attached to hearing a message, to getting information from within, you lose the ability to go farther. First, trust your own self. You have the answers within. The truth is within you. You don't have to reach outside of yourself to find it. So, above all things, learn to go within your own being. Discover your own truths. Learn who you truly are. You are all supremely blessed. Become humble. Remember gratitude. And go within. The light of the divine shines within your being. The highest truths pulsate within every being's heart. When you learn to go deep, deep within, the desire to reach outward will subside. You will fall in love with that which exists within your own heart. That exquisite silence, which contains the entire universe. It is full. It is transcendent. And it exists within you, as you. Let's meditate for a few minutes. Sit with your body comfortably erect and your feet flat on the floor, and close your eyes. If you have a mantra, you can use it. If not, try listening this time to the sound of your breath as it breathes in and as it breathes out. Become absorbed in that sound. Bring your awareness back to the room. You can wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And open your eyes when you're ready. The answers to all of your questions lie deep in the space of your heart. Go there. I am Archangel Metatron.